you can understand Bitcoin as digital capital. It is the asset without the issuer. If it's digital capital, then it's going to grow to a $200 trillion plus network over time. And the value to the United States is anywhere from $3 trillion to $100 trillion if the US begins to acquire that network. So, as digital capital, it can negate or retire the national debt, or it can convert us from owing 40 trillion to owning 40 trillion of net assets. So it's a very powerful financial lever. And the companies in the United States, like my company, they're capitalizing on Bitcoin. They're going to be worth 20 to 40 trillion dollars just on their Bitcoin assets if they continue to capitalize. So understood as digital capital, Bitcoin is enriching the corporations and the government itself, depending upon how much Bitcoin those entities own. That's the first metaphor. The second metaphor is Bitcoin is digital property. If you think of it as gold or cheese, nobody rents their cheese or mortgages their cheese. But when you think of it as owning 100 acres in Manhattan, if your family owned 100 acres of Manhattan 100 years ago and you owned it this year, and I asked you, what's your family doing with it? How are you going to pay your bills? You wouldn't say, well, we're going to sell our property in Manhattan. You would say, we're going to rent it, we're going to develop a building on it, or we're going to borrow against it. We're going to finance it. And so you would generate billions and billions of dollars off of 100 acres of real estate in Manhattan without ever selling it. It's property. And so Bitcoin as property means you will be able to rent it, finance it, or build businesses on top of it in the cyber economy.